Welcome back to Bull Sessions here on 680 KFEQ. You can email your questions or comments to bull@willcross.net. Once again, here's Randy Baker and agronomist Brad Law.
Okay, we're back, Brad.
Yes, I'm back.
We got our commercials. You moved to the other side of the studio, I see.
I am in control of the board.
We've got our new friend, Erin Mullins.
Oh, what does Erin do?
She's a beekeeper.
Oh, where does she beekeep at, Randy?
She's from Ravenwood area.
I know where Ravenwood is.
So what I think would be best is we'll let Erin answer your questions.
Well, that might make sense
Instead
if
of
we
me.
let the bee lady talk about bees.
Let's do.
But first, Randy, did
Yep.
you have some, she's not just any old beekeeper.
No.
You had some cool info about her.
I do have cool info about her. She started keeping bees in 2011 when I was talking with her the other day.
Mm-hmm.
She took classes on it, got into it kind of, and I'll let her tell all of that.
Okay.
But one thing, she's in the Northwest Bee Busters Club.
Bee Busters Club?
Yes, Missouri State Beekeepers Association.
Oh,
She's a member of that also. And 2014, she was the Missouri Honey Princess.
Oh, we got royalty.
Royalty. We're not done yet.
We're not done.
No,
She's more than a princess.
2015, Missouri Honey Queen.
Queen.
And then in 2016, she was Beekeeper of the Year.
Well, that's
Every
cool.
year she's doing. Looky there, Miles has got a
got
bottle
honey.
of honey.
He's got honey.
Isn't he good?
Yep.
Well, usually those. I thought he was telling me something about American honey or something like that.
Don't go there.
Don't go.
Don't even go there, Bradley.
Honey that's made in America, Randy, with a black label on it.
Okay. Yeah. Anyway, this is Erin Mullins. We want to talk to Erin now, Bradley, and
All right.
maybe not so much of you at this point. Okay, Erin, talk to us. Tell us a little bit about yourself.
Thanks for having me on here.
We're glad to.
Like you said, I got started in beekeeping in 2011. I took a beginning beekeeping class in Maryville and knew absolutely nothing about honeybees. And I took the class, had information thrown at me, words that I was unfamiliar with, and I just kind of fell in love with it and thought, oh, this is something really unique and different. And I jumped right in. We got 3 hives my first year, and we had honey crop that first year, which they say is for new beekeepers and first year hives is sometimes hard to do. And I actually entered my honey in the Missouri State Fair in the FFA category and got reserve champion my first year, which was just beginner's luck, really.
Well, good.
And I did it as an FFA project and just kind of kept learning. And I joined the Missouri State Beekeepers Association and got involved with that. And like he said, I was the princess and the queen. And so
That's awesome. And beekeeping is huge, huge, huge in agriculture.
yes, it's very important.
When we talked quite a while back about this, I've been doing a little research on it, and I had no idea. I had no idea how important bees are.
Yes. If you want to eat,
Yeah.
you need honeybees.
One study I saw, it said that 1 in 3 bites of food is dependent on honeybees
Yes.
that we eat. So
Yes. There was
huge.
There was an ad run. I'm not sure what company or what it was for, but they showed a supermarket full of produce and different things, and they had it without, or just they showed the whole market, and then they showed what it would look like if we didn't have honeybees, and almost all the shelves were bare, and it really gave you kind of a glimpse of what foods we wouldn't eat and what little we would have if we didn't have honeybees.
put it into context, didn't it?
Yeah.
But for the honey, of course, that is a crop,
Yes.
but also it's the pollination.
Yes, that's a big industry.
They pollinate everything.
Yes, from different trees to berry crops, nuts, all fruits and vegetables, and different, like alfalfa, which I always tell kids when I'm doing classes, they don't necessarily think of, well, how can a honeybee relate to a dairy cow? Well, a dairy cow eats alfalfa hay, and honeybees help pollinate alfalfa. So that's kind of tying even more of it in together.
I've noticed, too, like almonds and apples, limes, like you said, alfalfa, strawberries, cucumbers, oranges, lemons, tomatoes, watermelons. Those just touch on
Yes.
what they do.
The very few plants. And almonds right now, since it's in February, we almost half the hives in the United States are being trucked out to California to pollinate the almond orchards. And they have about 750,000 acres of almond trees. And they take about 100 or 1.5 million hives to pollinate all of those almond trees. And so that's a big business. And what a lot of commercial beekeepers really capitalize on is going out to the almond fields, and they can get about $150 per hive to have them out there. So that's where they're making a lot of their money is through pollination services.
Now, what does it cost to like get a hive or to kind of get started? Is there much capital required or?
Yeah, it does take a little money to get into beekeeping. Your bees alone are going to be about $140, $130 for the bees themselves. Plus, you've got the equipment that the bees live in, like your boxes and stuff. And so it can be anywhere from $500 to $700 to $1,000 to set up a couple hives.
And we want that protective clothing and equipment so we don't get stung all the time, because I don't like needles and I don't like getting stung by bees or wasps or anything.
No, it's not fun.
I'd like to see that.
I'm sure you would.
Wouldn't you, Miles? It'd be good, wouldn't it?
And that's what we suggest for all beginners. Until you're comfortable around the honeybees, always wear some sort of protection, because you don't know how you're going to react to that. And so we want to just kind of make sure you're not allergic to them getting started. And it's not fun getting stung. So you definitely
no. I can't get off this. I can just see them getting in Bradley's bib overalls and lighting him up. Get them long legs to moving, wouldn't it?
So I found a worse thing to do than hanging out with Randy would be going out there and trying to get bees out the first time for me.
Yeah.
But for everybody that can do that, I applaud you, because, honey is good stuff. And, local honey even has benefits for people with allergies.
Yes, it does. If it's like grown in your area with the same plant types that you're going to be allergic to, honey is going to be really good for your allergies. It helps build up your immunity to those allergies. And if you've got a cold, or I woke up this morning with a hoarse voice, and so I've been eating a lot of honey, and it really helps soothe your throat and helps with coughs. And so it's got medicinal benefits to it and just all sorts of good properties to it.
So you woke up this morning hoarse, and you're wondering about coming to the studio.
I know, of all the days.
Oh, yeah,
Yep.
Sure. And Bradley was sick there once.
Well, I had a bunch of bean dust, and Randy was a very big person and made fun of me because of my hoarse voice.
Well, I wouldn't have made fun of Erin.
If you want to go back and hear that hoarse voice, you can go to our YouTube channel and check that out. And Randy did make fun of me. And, maybe you could like us on our Facebook page and show your concern of Randy being putting me in these rough conditions to work.
They're bad, aren't they?
Yes, very bad. That's at Will Cross Bull Sessions on Facebook. So
what's our email? You're getting so much stuff going on, I can't hardly keep up with it myself, with the YouTube and the email address. We got the phone number. We got Facebook.
Well, we want to be available to our customers for everybody, So
we going to start doing Twitter?
I don't tweet. I'm sorry.
You don't?
I'm not
you didn't
tweet.
Facebook either until recently.
One thing at a time, Randy.
Okay,
one thing at a time.
You got to keep up, Brad. You got to keep up.
Well, keeping up with bees interests me.
It does me too. We'll touch on this a little bit too. There's the chemical controversy with bees.
Yes.
I know. I happen to know some of our customers that they'll call the beekeeper and tell them when they're getting ready to spray or do something. I mean, it's a courtesy deal that needs to.
Yeah, if if you're a farmer and you're going to spray, if you know that you're going to be spraying within a few days, call a beekeeper and say, hey, I'm going to be spraying on this day, and we can close up our hives and keep the bees from flying, and then whenever you're done spraying, we'll let them out, and it'll help cut back on the losses, because it's the direct spray that really hurts them.
Well, and it's about working together.
Yes.
You know, you can be a good neighbor or you can be a not so good neighbor.
Exactly.
You know, you know how you could agitate your neighbor, but if you communicate, this whole communication thing, and communication is a two-way street. It's not me telling you this is what I'm doing and this is how it's going to be. It's, hey, let me know. And I'm like, oh, I can do that, you know, or, oh, I'm going to be gone. I'll get my buddy Fred to go put my bees up.
Yeah.
You know, it's just open communication.
Well, and farmers has been having to do some of that too, you know, with the Liberty Link, or if you're using different herbicides and you've got, you know, different things going on, you need to communicate, because Brad's seen them too, nightmares where somebody's drifted into.
Well, I thought your corn was Roundup, so I sprayed my corn with Roundup, and you had conventional corn, you know.
Yeah, don't work.
Or, oh, I'm going to hang my boom over and get those weeds in the fence line and spray a little bit of your beans because you were planting the same thing as I was, but you changed and didn't tell me, so now we've got dead crop. You know, we've got to communicate this.
Well, I had an apple tree that got took out a couple of years ago, but it was the lack of my communication to the spray guy.
Well, you wanted them trees gone, right?
Not the apple tree.
Not the apple tree.
No, I didn't. Okay, we're going to get out of here for a minute, Erin. We're going to come back with more of Erin and beekeeping. And whatever Brad has to offer, which we never know.
Our women in ag. We're going to highlight.
We're going to highlight women in ag, focus on the farmer coming up later on. So we'll get to all of that when we return to Bull Sessions here on 680 KFEQ.